Hello student, I am your physics mentor Nitesh Kumar and you are watching Drona Academy e-learning series. Today I am going to discuss the class 10th electricity chapter first lecture. One more important thing students, this is the part of the electricity chapter is a part of electromagnetism and we having a two chapter based on electromagnetism. First one is electricity and second the next chapter is magnetism. Okay, and in this full unit of electromagnetism we are going to discuss about the charge. Actually the basic unit of this chapter is charge. So first I am going to discuss what is charge, what are the properties of charge, okay, and then after we will start electricity because we have to play with the charge in this full unit. Okay student, now the important question is here, what is charge? So simple students, it's a property associated with substance due to which it experiences electric and magnetic effects. Again I am repeating students, it's a property associated with substance due to which it experiences electric and magnetic effects. Okay student, now you understand what is the unit of charge? Coulomb. So we can write the SI unit of charge is Coulomb and we are denoting it with the capital C. Okay student, now I am going to discuss about the charge in detail. Okay, now you understand what is charge. Again I am repeating students, it's a property, okay, associated with substance or material due to which that material is experiencing electric and magnetic effects. Okay student, and in this chapter we will discuss the electric effects, okay, and next chapter we will discuss the magnetic effects of charge. Okay student, now charge, we all know there is two type of charge, positive charge and negative charge. Okay student, positive charge and negative charge. Now students, इसको अच्छे से समझने के लिए what is positive charge and what is negative charge, I am going to take the help of atomic structure. In 9th class we having atomic structure. So it's a nucleus and around it electrons are moving. We know that these things, this is in our 9th class chemistry, is it or not? It's a atoms, it's an atom. Okay student, and here electrons are moving, is it or not? Electrons are moving around the nucleus. So there is a two parts, this part is called nucleus. Nucleus, and nucleus having protons plus neutron, proton plus neutron, and this is a non-nucleus part. And this non-nucleus part having electron. Okay, and we know that in, because these things are in our 9th class, so we know that protons is positively charged particle, is it or not, and electrons is negatively charged particle. And we also know that it's a neutral charged particle, neutrons is a neutral charged particle. Okay, electrons is negatively charged and protons is positively charged particles. Okay students, this is the structure of atom. So nucleus parts, so non-nucleus parts. In nucleus part we having a proton plus neutron, and non-nucleus part we having a electrons. Electrons is negatively charged particle and protons is positively charged particle. We'll take the help of this structure for explaining this, what is positive charge and negative charge. Look at this student, I am taking an example, it's a A particle and this one is the B particles, and A having n number of electrons and n number of protons, same number of electrons and same number of protons, it means it's a neutral particles. And this one having m number of electrons or m number of protons, it means initially particle A and particle B both are neutral. Now what is happening, this A is supplying X electron to B. A is giving X number of electrons to B. Now what will happen? Look at this. This one is the A. Okay, after this shuffle, what will happen here? The number of electrons is left is n minus x electrons and n proton. Similarly here, student, look here, the m plus x electron and m proton. Now try to understand. Here we having n minus x. It means number of electron is less as compared to proton, and here number of electrons as more as compared to protons. It means this particle having more positively charged particle, proton, as compared to electrons, so it will be positively charged. Sorry, it having, one minute, it having more number of electrons, not protons, sorry, it having more number of electrons as compared to protons. It means it having more number of negatively charged particle, so it will be negatively charged. And look at this, it having more number of proton as compared to electron, so it will be positively charged. Is it or not? So here we having a more positive charged particle, and here we having a more negative charged particle. Now you understand? So how you can explain positively charged particle? It means this particle having more number of proton as compared to electrons, and here in this case what you will get, more number of electrons as compared to protons. So now how you will explain which one is positively charged particle and which one is negatively charged particle? A charged particle having more number of electrons or efficiency of electron as compared to proton, that is called negatively charged particle, and particles having more number of proton as compared to electron. Again student, the particle having more electron, it means more negative charge, it means that is the negatively charged particle, and the particles having deficiency of electron or less number of electron as compared to proton is called positively charged particle. Okay student, एक मिनट गर्मी लग रहा है, इसको खोल दो. Okay student, now you understand, note down this. Now I am going to discuss the property of charge. This is a basic unit and very important students. I know that in NCERT book in very short the charge topic is given, but it's a very important. If you will not understand the what is charge and what are the properties of charge, you can't understand the full unit, whole electromagnetism. Okay student, so first property I am going to discuss, that one is like charge. Okay, first property is what? Write down. Like charge repel each other and alike charge attract each other. What is the meaning of this? Look at this. Like charge means if we having a 2 positive charge or 2 negative charge. So this is a like charge, same charge, like or same charge. Now what will happen? It will repel each other. The negative charge, this 2 negative charge will also repel each other. But alike charge, like we having a positive charge and negative charge, now what will happen? It will attract each other. So this is the first property. What you can write? Like charge repel each other and alike charge or different charge will attract each other. This is our first property. Note down student. Second property. Second one is charge is conserved for a system. Second property I am writing here student. Second one is charge is conserved for a system. What is the meaning of this, student? Charge is conserved for system. Like I am taking an example. This one is system having a 3 particles A, B and C, and A having plus 3 coulomb, B having plus 5 coulomb and C having minus 2 coulomb charge. Total charge how much? Total charge is plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 minus 2 plus 6 coulomb. And we having another system, same system. After some time, now a shuffling is happening between the A, B, C. So after shuffling, how much charge? Like this is a A system, B system and C system. A having plus 4 coulomb, B having minus 3 coulomb. How much charge? I am assuming X coulomb charge on this C. How you will find? Total charge will be conserved. So total charge how much? Total charge is plus 6 coulomb, and this plus 6 coulomb equal to what? Plus 4 minus 3 plus X. How you will find? It will be 1 plus X equal to 6. So X equal to 5 coulomb plus 5 coulomb. Is it or not? So which property we are using here? Charge is conserved for a system. Okay student, note down. The next property is charge is quantized. Next one is charge is quantized. Third property is charge is quantized. Now charge is quantized means student, write down. Charge always exists in discrete form, or what you can say, charge always exists in integer multiple of electrons. It means you can write Q equal to N into E. Charge always exists in the form of integer multiple of electron. So Q equal to N into E. Okay, N is what, students? Integer number, and this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4. So never, every time you will find K equal to 2 electrons or 100 electrons like that, but you will never find Q equal to 1.5 electrons. You will never find. You will always find like this. Okay, it means charge always exists in the form of integer multiple of electrons. Now student, try to understand what is the meaning of this. Meaning of this is the smallest unit of charge is electron coulomb, and 1 electron coulomb is equal to minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. And if we are writing the magnitude of 1 electron coulomb, what we can write? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Is it or not? Okay student, so once CBSE asked a question based on this, and question was, how many electrons are responsible for 1 coulomb charge? Look at this. If this is not given in detail in NCERT book, it not means CBSE is not going to ask question from this topic. CBSE will ask question from this topic. Okay, so 1 coulomb charge plus 1 coulomb charge, for plus 1 coulomb charge, how many number of electrons are responsible? How you can solve? You can solve like this. 1 coulomb equal to N into E. So N equal to 1 by E, or 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Now from here you can find the value of N. Okay students, in objective you will get this. Now one more important thing students, what are the practical unit of charge? What are the practical unit of charge? This is the smallest unit. The SI unit is coulomb. We already understand. The practical unit is like 1 nanocoulomb. This is the 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. 1 microcoulomb. This is the 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. 1 millicoulomb. That is the 10 to the power minus 3 coulomb. Okay students, so these are the practical units. Why I am telling practical units? Because in lab we are going to use the charge, and that charge will be in this form: nanocoulomb, microcoulomb, millicoulomb, like that. Okay students, now you understand. Next property, Next one is charge is a scalar quantity. Fourth, charge is a scalar quantity. Charge is a scalar quantity. What is the meaning? Like we having a Q1 equal to 2 coulomb and Q2 equal to 10 coulomb. So Q net equal to Q1 plus Q2, or you can write 2 plus 10. It's a 12 coulomb. So it's a 12 coulomb. So what we are doing? We are applying the simple algebra for adding the charge. We are not applying any vector algebra rules or anything. That's why we can say charge is a scalar quantity, or charge don't having a direction. Is it or not? Okay, so we can say charge is a scalar quantity. Now I am telling you students few basics property also. Charge always associated with mass. What is the meaning of this? Charge always associated with mass, but vice versa is not true. Again, I am repeating a statement, student. Charge always associated with mass. Look at this. This chalk having mass, okay, but it's a neutral, not having charge. Like I am assuming a particle. When you can say this particle having charge? If there is a electrons or protons, is it or not? If that particle is having just protons, it means it's a positively charged particle, or more number of electrons as compared to, like n is electrons and m is the protons. And if you are telling n is greater than m, it means resultant here it's a negatively charged particle, and if m is greater than n, it means it's a positively charged particle. Now one more thing, student, it means for charge the particle must having electron and proton. Is it or not? Okay, and we know that from our basic chemistry knowledge, protons, electrons having mass. It means अगर किसी भी पार्टिकल्स के पास चार्ज है, इसका मतलब क्या है? उसके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है या आइदर प्रोटॉन्स है, और अगर इसके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड प्रोटॉन्स है, इसका मतलब उसके पास मास है. बट that is not true for the, that vice versa is not true. Like if a particle is having mass, इसके पास electrons and protons है, but it can be similar in number or same number of electrons and protons. It means that particles don't having charge. Okay, now you understand. Charge is transferable. मतलब क्या है कि आप चार्ज को ट्रांसफर कर सकते हो, आप उसको जनरेट और डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं कर सकते फ्रॉम वन पार्टिकल्स टू अनदर पार्टिकल्स बाय ट्रांसफरिंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स दे देता है कोई चार्ज पार्टिकल, न्यूट्रल पार्टिकल है, अगर वो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स किसी को दे देता है, इट मींस दैट्स अ पॉजिटिवली चार्ज पार्टिकल्स, क्योंकि वो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स दे चुका है, उसके पास अब नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स ज्यादा है एज कंपेयर टू इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. इट मींस दैट्स अ पॉजिटिवली चार्ज पार्टिकल. अगर जिसको दे दिया और जिसको मिला इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, दैट हैविंग मोर नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एज कंपेयर टू प्रोटॉन्स, it means it's a negatively charged particle. I suppose you all understand what is charge and what are the properties of charge. Okay, so from next lecture let's start the electricity. Okay students, have a good time. Bye.